Hi, it's Kelly at Book and Paper Arts, and usually I post on Fridays with an art tutorial. But occasionally I like to do something midweek that is completely frivolous and has no intrinsic value, such as a flip through of this Victorian photo album, which came in the post today. And boy, am I happy. It is really heavy. This is a lot of book, and it has gold embossing. Again, this is Victorian era. From the costumes, I'm going to go with 1880s to maybe 1890s. This has just probably grandma. And I love her costume, her frilly cap. And most of all, I love the flower detail, the floral details on this paper frame. Now, this is one formidable lady. She really is, she takes no prisoners. But I also like the fact that she's reading a book in this. If I was a better painter, I would love to make that into a portrait. Now, this family has a very dour expression, and you probably know this, but the reason for the fact that so many people in 19th century portraits have very stern expressions is that the shutter on the camera had to be open for several minutes to capture an image. And it was just straight up easier to hold a scowl or a steady look than a smile. And that's a pity. This is extremely distressed, which is a pity because I can tell that is a lot of gown. But since a lot of my job is spent distressing things that are already perfect, I'll probably go ahead and use that as is. See, there's that expression. She's in several of these photos in this book, and I suspect that she was either completely humorless or a real hoot, and always coming out with droll, deadpan things. I hope that was true. Again, another beautiful flower detail here. I'm going to take these out at some point and look at the backs of all of these photos. When you buy old photos in paper, it is really important to do that because you can never tell what is on the back. And sometimes there's something handwritten, especially that is a kind of treasure that otherwise would have been lost. Oh, look at that costume. Look at that little coat and muff. Boy, that is cute. I really like these two portraits. I don't like beards, but I do love how he has these long curls and fey expression. And both of them are wearing glasses, which is a little bit unusual. I don't see that a whole lot in cabinet photos. I think she's beautiful. This is unusual. Again, it's pretty distressed, but it actually, she's wearing a flower and it's been hand painted, hand colored. That's beautiful too. I want to say something about old-timey grannies. When looking at this, the first thing I thought of was that she is like from central casting, old-timey granny world. And I'm pretty sure she's 15 years younger than I am. I mean, people sometimes ask me, do you think that you were born in the wrong time? And I say, heck no. Because today this woman would be Halle Berry or Sharon Stone. But in her era, she was relegated to being kind of not very, I don't know, what's the word? She's just, let's move on, shall we? Oh, and finally, a really great little hat for that little girl. I am not selling this. It's just too heavy to ship. I am going to be, I think, in about 6 weeks, making high-res scans of these paper frames with the flower embellishing. So they will be going in my monthly newsletter. They will be free, and you can grab them and use them in your own work. So if you like free vintage paper scans, please subscribe to my newsletter. The link to that is in the text below this. Okay, until this Friday when I will have a useful, helpful art tutorial, happy making.